it's Jay.
And S, and today we are doing a types of people on Snapchat video. I used to have Snapchat, so I experienced all these things that we're going to say, but I don't have it anymore.
I still do have Snapchat, so yeah. And this is not supposed to be offensive towards anyone. I have to admit, I have done some of these things.
We both have. When I had Snapchat, we do these things.
One of them, that's my only snaps. So yeah. So let's get into the video.
Please
enjoy.
Okay, so the first types of people on Snapchat are the text snappers. That means when people have to reply to something you sent them, and they do it with a selfie or a black screen, and they type what they want to say. That's why we have iMessage. For example, if you take a picture of yourself and you spent so much time preparing, getting your hair perfect, the lighting perfect, where you look totes my goats, amazing. So then you send it to people.
Totes my
and then they send you back with their pinky or thumb or any other fingers in between covering the camera, and it's a black screen, and they say, pretty.
So the next type of person is the ugly Snapchat people who they just take ugly pictures of themselves and send it. This is the one that's me. I do this. I've got to admit. Whoever I Snapchat, that's the only snaps I send. Me and a friend of mine.
I know this friend.
The only pictures we send of each other, to each other, are just ugly pictures, and just back and forth all day, ugly pictures of ourselves.
Okay, so the third type of people on Snapchat are the people that either put in their stories or send you individually videos of them singing, and they think they sound good, but really they sound like a cat that's been dying and is been eaten by a hippo.
That's a thing.
It's terrible.
So
no offense, but no, just don't do it.
So the next one is the people whose Snapchat story is literally 800 seconds. Let's all take a moment.
That glitches your phone.
And how much pain my fingers are going through having to keep my finger on my phone for 800 seconds until your story is done. I don't know what's going on in your story. I'm not really concerned what is happening at your friend's house or whatever. So please do us all a favor and keep your stories very short and to the point. Okay, so first I'm interested in the first 10 seconds. But then, once I keep seeing 80 videos of you and your friends doing the same thing, it gets kind of boring. And it gets kind of boring. It gets really boring.
You don't have to
see
brag
the whole thing again and again and again and again.
It's because we are home alone, watching Netflix with no friends, and all we see is you at your parties, 800 seconds. Yeah. That's wasting our Netflix time.
Yeah.
Come on, no one cares. Netflix is more important. Okay, so the next one of the types of people is the too many selfie takers. This sort of implies with Jay's long stories, because most people that take too many selfies either send you 800 individually or have 800 seconds stories. If you want to take if you take a pretty selfie and you want people to see it, put it on Instagram. That's what Instagram's for. They made Instagram for one reason: selfies. That's it. Okay. So Snapchat is not for your selfies, so we don't want to go through your story and see 800 selfies where you think you look pretty and you don't, or you do, but we don't care because there's 800 million selfies, and we don't want to look at your face that much.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'd rather look at our own faces in the mirrors, not your face, for 800 seconds. It's okay to put one story once every 2 months of selfies. That sounded like country. Once every 2 months. Of selfies, but selfies on Instagram, or don't post selfies at all. Keep them to yourself.
So the next, which is probably, in my opinion, the most annoying and frustrating Snapchatters, is the people who send you an individual snap that is the same as the one that's on your story. So here I am on my phone, maybe I'm on Netflix, maybe I'm on Instagram, I don't know, and then I see at the top of my screen, blah, 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 sent you a snap. And I get all excited, yay, a Snapchat. I'm all excited. I'm going to open it. And then I'm going to be all happy. and then I press the snap with my finger, and then I look at it and I'm like, I've seen this before. This was on her story. And then I get all upset because I thought that I was making a new friend and we were going to Snapchat. This was going to be a normal thing between us. And now I see it on your story. Like, was I the only one who got that snap? Was it your whole contact list? I don't know.
The world will never know.
Yeah.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed our video. And again, this was not to be offensive to everyone. We might have said some few offensive things. Not personally. Just based on the annoying things that you guys do on Snapchat. And we do too. Every single thing that we said, we do too, except the singing. But
and the same Snapchat story and the too many selfies and the 800 seconds.
We do
everything.
everything.
The only thing I do is the ugly pictures.
I do everything except the singing when I had Snapchat. So, not to be offensive or anything. It's just what we feel. We do it too. So, we're making fun of ourselves, if anything. So, stay tuned for more videos and like and subscribe.
Goodbye.
We're going to try to post videos more recently. Just if you're wondering. If your little minds are wondering. Sorry if we made you cry. Holy jeez.